Namaste. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome back to my class. Namaste. So we are going to start the class with the prayers to Lord Ganesha and Goddess Saraswati, which you have learned so far. So do namaskaram to Lord Ganesha and repeat after me. Om Ganeshaya Namaha Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Very good. One more time. Om Ganeshaya Namaha Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. And the next one, excuse me. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigno Pashantaye. One more time. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vigno Pashantaye. And now we are going to chant the prayers to Devi Saraswati. Devi Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge. So hold your hands and do namaskaram to Devi Saraswati and let us chant a prayer to her. Saraswati namastubhyam varade kama Rupani Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Let us repeat one more time. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kama Rupani Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. And today we are going to learn all about Lord Rama. This is Lord Rama. So Ramayana, the story of Lord Rama, was written by sage Valmiki. See, here's the sage Valmiki. He was a very learned person. And he wrote all about Rama. It has 24,000 verses, a lot of verses, and is divided into 6 chapters. Rama was a very wise and brave and was loved by everyone. He went to the forest for 14 years to keep the 2 promises his father gave to his stepmother. Keeping those promises was very important to him. So we are going to find out what those promises were, right? And why did he go to the forest? So as I mentioned, Ramayana has 6 chapters. So in this class, I will tell stories about Lord Rama from the first 2 chapters. And their names are Bal Kand. Bal means boy, childhood, right? So Bal Kand is the stories about birth of Rama and his childhood. And the second chapter is called Ayodhya Kand. And this chapter is all about Lord Rama growing up, getting married, and then going to the forest. So in future classes, I'm going to tell you stories from the rest of the 4 chapters. So this is a timeline. So Lord Rama was born in Ayodhya, right? And then in Ayodhya, he was born. And then he went to the teachers to learn archery and all other stuff. And then he got married. And then he had to go to the forest. So this is where his childhood and his growing up. And then he went to the forest. So this is the path of the forest. So from Ayodhya, he went all the way to Lanka. And in middle, he faced many adventurers and many things happened. So we are going to talk about this section of Rama's life, this part of Lord Rama's life. So a long time ago, King Dashratha ruled over the kingdom of Ayodhya. So remember, Ayodhya is here. See, here is Ayodhya. So King Dashratha was king of Ayodhya. Right? He had 3 wives. See, he had 3 wives. So this is King Dashratha. And he had 3 wives, Kaushalya, Kekai, and Sumitra. Their names were. But he had no children. So Dashratha's teacher, this is Dashratha's teacher, his name is Vasishtha, advised him to conduct a fire prayer to obtain a boon from the gods. So he said, you better do a puja and maybe the gods will be happy with you and then you will have children. He did so. And the gods were pleased. The fire god appeared. See, here's the fire god appearing. See, here's the fire god. They're doing the puja, and the fire god appeared and gave him a pot full of nectar. See, he gave him a pot which was filled with nectar. He told Dashratha to share the nectar with his 3 queens. So he said, you take this and give the nectar to your 3 queens. And in time, the 3 queens gave birth to sons. The eldest Kaushalya gave birth to Rama. This is Rama as a little child. And then Kekai gave birth to Bharata. And Sumitra gave birth to the 2 twins, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. So here is King Dashratha, his 3 queens, Kaushalya, Kekai, and Sumitra. And he had 4 sons. Rama was Kaushalya's son, Bharata was Kekai's son, and the twins, Shatrughna and Lakshmana, were Sumitra's son. So all the people in the kingdom were very happy. The 4 young princes were intelligent and good-natured. They were good boys. They loved each other very much. And they all 4 princes grew up to become fine warriors because they went and stayed with their teacher and he taught him all kinds of skills. Lakshmana was very attached to Rama since childhood. So Lakshmana and Rama, they were very close to each other. And Shatrughna and Bharata, they were twins. One day, sage Vishwamitra, he's the sage Vishwamitra, came to Dashratha, he came to his court and asked him to send Rama and Lakshmana to the forest with him to kill the demons who were disrupting his prayers all the time. So when sage Vishwamitra used to perform his prayers in the forest, demons used to come and make all kinds of troubles. So he came to Dashratha and said, you send Rama and Lakshmana with him to the forest. So Dashratha agreed and sent both with Vishwamitra, both Rama and Lakshmana with Vishwamitra. And Rama killed the terrible she-demon Taraka. This is Taraka, right? And then with their bow and arrow, they killed her and made the forest free of demons. So then sage Vishwamitra took Rama and Lakshmana to the kingdom of Mithila. There was another close city called Mithila, and Janaka was the king of that. King Janaka had a very beautiful daughter named Sita. See, this is Sita as a child. King Janaka had a huge and very heavy bow, which was a gift from Lord Shiva. And this bow was very heavy and very big, and nobody could lift it up. But as a young girl, while playing, Sita had picked up the bow, and King Janaka saw that, and he could not believe what he saw, and vowed that a man who would string the bow would be the one to marry his daughter Sita. So when he saw Sita lifting up this heavy and huge bow of Lord Shiva, he said that anyone who could lift this bow would marry my daughter Sita. So many kings were invited to Mithila, his kingdom, to attend the wedding ceremony. And then this big bow was placed on a big table, and see, all the kings came. And each of the kings were trying to lift the bow. See, look at, he's showing his muscles that, oh, I can lift the bow. All of them tried their hand at stringing the bow, but none of them could even lift it, leave alone string it. They could not lift the bow. Then finally Rama lifted the bow and strung it effortlessly. He just picked it up very easy and he strung it. Everybody was surprised and immediately cheered. Sita walked up. See, here is Sita, right? She walked up to Rama and she had a garland in her hand and she garlanded Rama. And here is her father, Janaka. The wedding was celebrated with great joy. And Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna also got married to Sita's cousin sisters. And everybody was very happy. See, everybody, Sita is garlanding Lord Rama, and here is Janaka, and here is in the back is Lakshmana. And so everyone was very happy. And then they all returned to Ayodhya. Now, King Dashratha was getting old, and he decided to make Rama the crown prince of Ayodhya. The people were pleased because Rama was a kind and a noble person, and they knew that Rama will take good care of them. So they were very pleased that Dashratha has decided to make Rama the crown prince of Ayodhya. When this news reached Rama's stepmother Kekai, she was delighted because Kekai loved Rama as she loved her own son, Bharata. However, Kekai had a maid and her name was Manthara. See, this is Manthara and this is Kekai, was not happy. She wanted her queen's son, Bharata, to become king. So she wanted Bharata to become king, not Rama. So she had an evil plan in her mind, and she went to Kekai and told her all about it. Let's find out what her evil plan was. So Manthara, so this is Manthara and Kekai. Manthara poisoned Kekai's mind. She reminded Kekai of the 2 boons Dasharatha had given her when she had once saved his life in a battle. You know what had happened? Once Dasharatha went for a war, right? And there Kekai saved his life. And at that time, Dasharatha told Kekai to ask for 2 things. And Kekai said, oh, not now. I will ask for it later. So those were the 2 boons given to her by King Dasharatha. So Kekai had kept those boons for later. And Manthara said, advised her that this was the right time to ask for them. She said, you should ask for 2 boons. So let us find out what are the 2 boons which Kekai asked of Dasharatha. So now Manthara advised Kekai to go to an anger room. And in olden days, there used to be an anger room. So when you are angry, you people used to go to that room. And Kekai went to the anger room. And then she took all her jewelry. See, she took away all her jewelry and threw them on the floor. And then she laid down on the floor with all her hair open and started crying. She was just playing a drama. She was just acting it out. And when Dasharatha came to her room and asked her what the matter was. She said, why are you lying like this? Why have you thrown your jewelry on the floor and you are not, you are crying? What is the matter? And he said, go and get dressed, and then you can tell me all about it. So Kekai got up and got dressed, and then she talked to Dasharatha. And let's see what she is asking him. So now she's all dressed up, right? And here is King Dasharatha. And she asked Dasharatha of the 2 boons to make Bharata the crown prince and send Rama away to the forest for 14 years. He said, you make my son Bharata the king of Ayodhya, not Kaushalya's son Rama. And then you send Rama to the forest for 14 years. Oh, Dasharatha was heartbroken. He said, how could you ask us those 2 boons? You can ask anything except this. Please, please do not ask me. And he was so sad. He said, no, do not ask me these 2 boons. But Kekai was adamant. She said, no, you made me promise and you have to keep your promise. So King Dasharatha was heartbroken, but he was bound to keep his word because he had made promise and he had to keep those promises. So in this story, we learn that we should be very careful what we promise, because what we promise, we have to keep it, right? So let's see what happens. So then she called Rama and said, you have to go to the forest and my son Bharata would be the king of Ayodhya. So Rama agreed. He said, no problem. I will be very happy that Rama will be the king of Ayodhya and I'm ready to go to the forest. Then Sita, his wife, said, oh, I'm also going to come with you. I'm going to be with you in the forest. I'm not going to be here all by myself. And Lakshmana, who was very fond of Rama, he said, I'm also coming with you. So all 3 took blessings of King Dasharatha and they started for the journey to the forest. Rama, he did not behave bitterly towards anyone, including his stepmother. He was not bitter towards Kekai. He said, oh, you know, I will fulfill my father's words. Sita and Lakshmana also accompanied him to the forest. So Lord Rama, Sita and Lakshmana were all ready now to go to the forest for 14 years. And see, here in a chariot, they are all saying goodbye to the people of Ayodhya. See, all these people are gathered in front of their houses to say their goodbye to Rama, Lord Rama, Sita and Lakshmana. So Rama, Lakshmana and Sita left Ayodhya. And now in order to reach to the forest, they had to cross the river called Saryu. So now they sat on the boat and they crossed the river. And now they are in the forest. So Rama, Lakshmana and Sita arrived in the forest. So the kingdom was grief-stricken. Everybody was sad. They could not believe that Rama had left the kingdom and he has gone to the forest. And Dasharatha died soon after. And, so Kekai was a good-natured person who loved Rama. Like, she was very fond of Rama, but was convinced by her maid Manthara's selfish advice. She just listened to Manthara, and which resulted in the death of her husband and making everybody sad in the kingdom. So we should always stay on guard against vicious advice. We should not listen to people who give us bad advice. It teaches us to be firm of mind and not get swayed easily by other people, right? So we should not listen to bad advice given to us by anyone. So the news of King Dasharatha's death reached Bharata and Shatrugna, who were at their Nani's house at that time. They were not in Ayodhya. They immediately returned to Ayodhya when they heard that their father had died, so they immediately returned to Ayodhya. So now Kekai thought that Bharata would be very pleased to hear that she had got him the kingdom of Ayodhya. She thought Bharata would be so happy that he would be the king of Ayodhya. However, Bharata was horrified by what his mother had done. Enraged, he said to his mother, I am ashamed to call you my mother. You are evil. You are an evil person. The eldest brother had to be the king. I don't like that what you have done. How could you banish Rama to the forest? Shame on you. The crown rightfully belongs to my elder brother Ram. I'm not going to be the king. You are the evil person. See, he's getting so angry at his mother. Full of scorn and anger towards his mother, Bharata decided to go to the forest to bring Rama back and make him the king. He said that I'm going back to the forest and I will ask Rama to come back to the Ayodhya and become the king. I'm not going to be the king of Ayodhya because the throne really belongs to Rama. So now Bharata, with all the three mothers, right, and the teacher, they all went to the forest and went to the hut where Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana were staying. So see, here is Bharata. And then he's hugging Rama. So Bharata tried to persuade Rama to return to Ayodhya. He said, oh, you are the rightful king, you come back to Ayodhya. However, Rama refused and said that he had to keep his father's promise. He stayed in the forest for 14 years and for Bharata to be the king of Ayodhya. Rama said, no, I'm not coming back to Ayodhya. I have to keep my father's words. You see. So Bharata then asked Rama to give him his sandals. his slippers. He placed the sandals on the royal throne, and he took the sandals to Ayodhya, and he put those sandals on the throne and ruled Ayodhya on Rama's behalf for 14 years. So he still, like Rama's sandals were on the throne. So on Rama's behalf, he ruled the kingdom of Ayodhya. So when Rama returned to Ayodhya, he willingly handed over the entire kingdom to Rama, his rightful ruler. So Bharata never sought to enjoy what was not rightfully his, because the kingdom really belonged to Rama. He did not lose his sense of right and wrong. So Bharata was a very good brother, right? And Lakshmana was also a very good brother, because he accompanied Rama to the forest to help him out. And Sita also was a very good wife, that she wanted Ram to be with Rama. So in this class, so what we have covered in this class, we have covered how Rama was born, and then he went and stayed with his teachers to learn all kinds of skills. And then he got married to Sita, and finally he had to go to the forest. And then a little bit after, like here in the forest, there was this place called Chitrakoot, where he built his hut. You saw Rama's hut, and there where Bharata came and asked Rama to come back. And Rama said, no, you have to be ruled Ayodhya. I have to stay in the forest for 14 years. And he's giving his sandals to Bharata. And Bharata took those sandals and placed on the throne, and on behalf of Lord Rama, ruled kingdom. So today we have covered in this class this part of the story of Lord Rama. And in the next class, we might cover all of this. So now we end the class with a prayer, and this prayer we have learned in the last class. So let's repeat it again. So fold your hands and repeat after me. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One more time. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So here, this is the world, and these are all the children all around the world. They come from different parts of the world, and they are holding their hands, and they are also praying. And what this prayer means, may all be happy. May everybody be happy. May all be free from disease. May nobody fall sick. May all enjoy prosperity. May all have enough food to eat, enough clothes to wear, a house, and be able to go to school. May none experience sorrow. May nobody be sad. Let there be peace, peace, peace all around the world. So as always, now Rani and Raj will give you prasada as a blessings from Lord Rama. So and we accept the prasada gracefully. So today we have learned some stories of Lord Rama, and in the next class we will continue. So namaste everybody. Goodbye. We will see you next time. Namaste. Bye-bye. Stay well. Goodbye.